okay?
Appreciate it.
All right.
Colonel Brett Sylvia is in charge of 1,700 U.S. ground forces in Iraq. His brigade's deployment here started 9 months ago. It ends in just a few weeks.
This is an enemy that must be defeated. They moved into areas and promised, to bring stability, to bring security, and that was kind of the promise of the Daesh Caliphate. And the only thing that they brought wasn't order and stability, it was just death and destruction.
The terrorist group ISIS claiming a religious superstate or caliphate, and they're demanding that Muslims around the world follow their
They have
rules.
reportedly captured oil fields, which they have used to fund their operations. ISIS has captured many cities, but perhaps one of their most valuable gains so far has been Iraq's second largest city, Mosul.
And the things that they do to the elderly and to women and to children, they have no regard for anything decent or of value. They roll through areas and they leave nothing standing. They destroy everything. It is almost as if their goal is to make liberation pointless because there's nothing left but rubble. No one wants to live like this. What is sometimes a little less well understood is that the Iraqi plan is kind of what's unfolding. It is completely their mission, it's their operations, and we support them. They are the ones that are all the way forward on the front lines, and we are not. And in some ways, that is very difficult to watch others go forward and to do the fighting while you stay back. That's a tough one. That's kind of where we are right now.
When Colonel Sylvia got to Iraq, the city was totally under ISIS control. To win it back, the first step is to retake the city's eastern half, pushing ISIS across the Tigris River, which slices Mosul right down the middle. On the ground, the offensive is headquartered in a converted schoolhouse on a block the Iraqis took back just a few weeks ago.
Assalamu alaikum. Habibi. 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 Habibi, my friend. Assalamu alaikum. So we call it troop in the line. We just placed more protective obstacles.
You can see they're basically trenching it.
Hell yeah. The federal police has been gracious enough to construct berms all the way around. There's a vehicle right there. It's an ambulance. The berms will stop vehicles from coming through any area we don't want them to come through. The most dangerous threat here is a V-bid.
It's a stark reality of the war here. When your enemy is willing to kill himself for the cause, you can't always stop them. So ISIS may not have fighter planes, but they do have cars and trucks they can blow up on suicide missions. And when you're out on the streets, you never know when the wrong vehicle will get through at the wrong time. For Baylor, these are the threats to manage while trying to make it out of here safely. In his case, back to his wife in Tennessee. And they're the threats Baylor passes up the chain of command to his boss, Colonel Sylvia.
So sir, this wing of the school is where we have our two different operation centers. General Alami sleeps on this floor as well as our linguist. This is a chair right there, and we're just watching the ISR together.
So tell me about what's going on in terms of contact.
We're seeing enemy movement for sure. We're seeing resupply. We're seeing what we call the drop house. We use the same compound to drop weapons. We do see covered items moving in.
Okay, so we'll take that one. We'll hit it tonight. Okay.
That'll expedite this significantly.
Let's walk around before I leave.
Okay,
run out.
So all of our soldiers live down there. We post guards at the entrance to the hallway. And then we have some fighting positions scattered throughout. The fight has generally happened down that way.
So aside from indirect, you guys feel pretty...
Yes, sir. I mean, so this was a 120 round right here. We had soldiers literally sitting in these chairs right here. Yes, sir.
Holy crap. I didn't realize that.
Not a scratch on them, sir. All of this trash is from all the beds that they just brought for us. Mattresses, blankets. So it's tight, but each platoon has a room. And now they're off the cold ground, sir. So three living spaces back here.
Go, guys. I'm glad they were able to get you guys off the floor. This is important, right? And it just so happens that now is the time when they are breaking the back of Daesh here on Eastern Mosul. You're going to see it, all right? It's going to happen during your time here. That they're gonna break the will of these guys. We're real proud of you guys, okay? All right, guys. All right, take care.